Merry meet and welcome, Willow here. So, this is the second part to the amazing video of the Fae woodland that you see on Friday, where you was able to see the fairies dancing on the water and certain fairies coming past me. So some of those clips have been made into slower versions of the video so that you can make out the figures more better and so that you can see them more closer and more in detail. The sound and all in the video will be switched off, and all you will be able to see is the video itself and me explaining what's going on. I will have the cursor going across the screen to show you in one video, then I will show you without the cursor so that you can see them in both ways. The speed of the videos have been put down to 0.25. So I hope that you enjoy these videos, and let's start this awesome show. Enjoy, guys. Blessed be. Doesn't look a bit like an oak tree. So in this video we are walking over to the fallen tree in Fae folk, and you will shortly see a figure that is coming over. Hello. You're going to see. So we put it to here. So I'm going to go into playback speed. It's in normal at the minute. It's going to 0.25. And we're going to see it in slow motion. So we're going towards the fallen, and you will see a figure coming of the Fae coming across the wood of the tree and then over towards me. So keep focused in the area I'm doing the cursor. Keep looking over here. See her come here. And then she's coming up, and she's here. Oh, hello. Did you see that? And now I will show you it again in slow motion, but without the cursor, so you can see her come across the screen. It is a truly remarkable experience, guys. Does it look a bit like an oak tree? There's the fallen. Strikes somebody's life. Yeah, oh, hello. Did you see that? So in this next video, you will see them actually up on the water and in all of the wood and the tree areas around the water as well. It's an absolutely amazing experience and I can't wait for you to see this as well. Slow down. I will again do my first one showing you with the cursor. Then I will show you it without the cursor so you can see it all without me running the little mouse across the screen. Let's get to the next video. Bless be. So here I am going into the next video. I'm already where I want to start off. There is a bit of a blank screen at first, but then it does go to me picking it up and starting to explain to you what I'm hearing. In this one, I am going to turn the sound off because it's just going to be really annoying to hear that all the way through. So playback speed is normal again, obviously. So I'm going to go to 0.25 again, and we will see it in slow motion. So let's start the show. So it's playing, I think. Yeah. Will be coming up shortly. I'll probably have it to a very low speed. So it's there a little, but not too much. I'm gonna place you on. So we are going over to where the water is and the bench, which is an area that me and Sister Drew walked. I'm just lifting the camera up and you will see what starts of some energies moving along the water dancing. Now, they are not insects and they are not butterflies or anything like that. They are far too big to be an insect or a butterfly, and they have very humanoid looking bodies, and you can see the wings at times. I showed this video in normal version, but I am now showing you it slowed down to 0.25 so that you can see them a lot more better, and it takes longer for them to come off the screen, so you'll be able to see what they truly look like. So you can see at the moment they are actually starting to form on the water here. You see one there as well, and over here, and what a couple of them playing here. And over here, and going into where the holes and stuff are. and landing on the waters. These are not butterflies, guys. You can tell they're not butterflies by how they're moving. You can see the body. You can see where the legs and things are supposed to be as well. That was the one that was over here. You can literally see them diving in the water, making a big splash. No insect that I know makes a splash the way that they've been doing in that. And the silhouette and the way that they look as well. They're very fluorescent, which is very, very known for fairies when in sunlight. And especially at that time when it's starting to go into the sunset, they become very vibrant. They do let off a glow. And you can see them just moving across here. You can see the little footprints. You can see that these are off the screen and they're walking around. This is not insects or butterflies or anything like that. Butterflies, when they are flying, the wings move quite quickly. Same with moths and insects, and you'll normally hear a noise from them as well. You can definitely hear when a butterfly goes by you, and there is no sound from any of their wings or anything. It's absolutely amazing. Also, make sure that you keep a look for in the back areas where all the wood and the trees and stuff like that are, because they are hid there. You can see them landing on the water. And over here, just when you look at some of these, you just can't say that they're an insect or anything like that. You can see them. There is at one point in this where one of them dives in the water and you can see him pop his head out the water and he's going across the water. You can tell that isn't no insect. You can see them all up in the tree bits, all flying here and walking about around this area. You can see them hiding. And then you've got some sunlight behind it now flipping. That one's going into the water and made a massive splash. Tell me that that's an insect. I'm sorry, I get really passionate about this stuff, guys. Absolutely amazing. You can see them moving about in the water. And over here and over here. It's crazy. And here, look, you can see, just there and there, just coming across. She's moving and she's fluorescent. That is no butterfly, no insect. I'm telling you, none of these that you'll see in here are insects. They're diving in the water. Look at the bodies, long. That's a bit of fluff, that bit there. But these, and look. You tell me that that is a bug. And over there, and over there. Obviously on the water when it's in the normal motion. She's walking around on the wood there. In normal motion, their wings are going pretty quick, but in this it's slowed down, but you can see the way that they move. They are not like any insect that I know. They are double winged as well. I'm not saying there ain't double winged insects, but these are far too big to be insects, and they're not quite small enough to be butterflies. They are pretty big compared to them, but obviously to us they're tiny. So it's just remarkable, guys. Look, you can see them all here. You just see one guy up there. You can see them land in the water. I'm trying to look between the light and then you see them landing on the water. Well. Yep, there. And it goes under the water. Then he comes up, and she's walking, and then he goes up. And you can see one of them walking in the back, going around it here. Like, it's crazy, guys. The Fae are very, very real, but you will only see them if they want you to see them. There you go. There. Did you see that? That light that formed over here. Look. And they disappear off of the camera. No insect, butterfly, or anything when you're filming them disappear off the camera. You can see that that's not a butterfly or anything. And I'm telling you, like dragonflies and that they'll fly like around on the water and stuff, but they won't dive in the water and stuff. And you can tell that they're not dragonflies. You can see that they've got human bodies. Dragonflies are just very thin, and it's very rare that you'll see. You'll be able to see the wings very often. They're over here, look, moving, walking up, coming out over here, coming into the water, diving in, up. Tell me that is, you can see his legs in that there. You can see them hiding behind here. You see somebody keep peeking over here. Then you see her going across. Wow. And the one going up there, right, tell me that they're bugs and butterflies. They're not, because I was sat there. I see this with my own eyes. There was no butterflies or anything. Yes, there was a few fluffy bits that flew and a couple of little tiny insects, but like I said to you, you can't really see them when you're doing this sort of filming on the water. They wouldn't fluorescent up like that. You wouldn't be able to see them. You'd have to be on the grass, and it's nuts. There they are. Look. You tell me. And there. Here. They are not bugs. They are not butterflies. They are the Fae. 100%. There's been nothing added to these videos. Nothing's been put into these videos. It's literally recorded, slowed down, and I'm playing it to you. That little bit coming down on the screen at the minute is fluff. And you can see them there moving about. And over in this direction, you see one of them hiding behind one of the little tree bits down in the water here. And you can see her wing flicking as it's flickering. You can see her up here. Then she's there. And she goes down across here. There she is. And she's moving. She's in there. And then she comes down, and you got one of her little friends just stopped over there. And you can see them in the background. Over there. Wow. See them walking about. Over here. And there. And just remember, guys, you're probably sitting there and you're probably looking at it thinking, yeah, but they're all different sizes. The Fae are all different sizes. They're not all massive and huge or small and tiny. They're all different. That one going across there. There's some here. Like, They're all different sizes, okay? They will vary. You can see the legs. The legs on him. Look, you tell me that that's a butterfly or anything. That ain't.
Very ghostly like.
You see somebody's head there? Can you see that? Right there. Somebody's standing there. Then you can see a wing flapping there. You can see them playing about here. Look, chasing each other. Look. It's so cute. And diving in the water over here.
There's a fish or something. He's jumping over there.
It's just a truly remarkable experience to see it. You can see them moving in all the greenery and up here, diving down here, over here. You can see the little footsteps, 2 steps. No insect walks with 2 legs. They've got 4 or more. You can see them diving in the water, making them splashes. There's no insect that does that. Butterflies will not go near the water. Dragonflies will not go in the water. They will fly above it, but not that close because of the fish and stuff. Look, over in the all of them moving in the background. You see it fly right across here. Then you see some of them come down. Look, it's coming back. There you go. Look. I'm going up. Over there. Look. And back again. Right there. Over here. Here. Tell me. Look. And then they're all following each other. It's a family of them ones. That they're family. Look. Diving in the water. And it stays going back in again. Then you'll see his head coming out. You'll see a head come out at some point. Look, over here, look, walking about, walking over here, look. And the insects and the butterflies do not move that quickly either. Even in slow motion at 0.25, they're still moving pretty quick. So you imagine what they're doing in speed in the normal video, which you've seen. They're going really, really fast. They were proper showing off for me. They were so happy I was there. They were like, it's amazing to watch. See them all up in the trees.
Thank you so much for that. That is amazing.
And as I said to you, I will play this again without me putting the cursor across it so that you can see it again. And there will also be some pictures that I took as well. Let's see if you see anything in them too. See them all diving in the water and playing. It's just so adorable. And like I said, families of them. And another thing to remember with the Fae as well, which you do need to know, is they're not little families. A female Fae can be known to have 50 children or more a year. Okay, they populate a lot more than what we do, and they're absolutely extraordinary. Truly, truly remarkable little creatures, I'm telling you. And they don't all look like little people. You have some that look like goblins and other sorts of little animals with legs and wings and things. Like they look very, very nymphs, all sorts. They look very, very different. Some of them. Oh, look at that one. Just come down in the corner there. Oh, she's out again. She was flying over here and then went down there. They very much love to play and they love the water. Wow. And they annoy the fish because the fish think that it's something landing on the water innocently. And as it comes up to try to get them, they're really quick, so it can't get them. But, you know, they have been known to get caught by a fish once in a while, but they're quite feisty little creatures as well, so it wouldn't stay hold of them for long, put it that way. You've got hands and
And I
feet to kick and to
say
smack you.
to you that sometimes the fire on the water,
Oh, well, up in that tree bit there then.
they do get mistaken for being little flies, but the fish soon let go of them when they realise
Somebody walking up the tree there. They are remarkable creatures, guys. You can see them standing on the tree, then coming down. They're truly remarkable.
zoom back out.
And then I was just taking a couple of little pictures of it up close, and then, you know, not close.
We're gonna lead the little
I do
darling
apologise if there is a little bit of a
to
glitch, but
do
StreamYards and stuff like that's not the
the
greatest at
thing.
times. It seems to be doing all right at the minute, though.
We're gonna keep walking.
So we're going to pause that again, and now I'm going to show you this video again. But I'm going to show you it with me not putting the cursor over, and you guys can just see it. So we'll start it from where right near where the black bit is there, and we'll just start it, and I'm just going to let you watch it this time.
I'm not there for a bit. Because
So going over towards the water again, scanning over, and you can see them going into the water, you can see them flying around.
like you can see
These
them
were the two
flying
videos, in my opinion, that showed them the
around.
best. So these were the ones I wanted to slow down. You can see them dropping in the water over here. You can see silhouettes of them moving in the water. See them to the back and all in the woodland bits as well. One thing you'll notice and you'll see with the Fae is they're all over the place. You really do need to have your eyes in your head and really be looking everywhere to catch them because they're so quick and so lively. It's unbelievable. And because they're so tiny and so petite compared to us, they can move very, very quickly, quicker than a bug, quicker than a butterfly, most definitely. Again, this clip is at 0.25, so it is slowed down. So this is them in a slower motion. So you seeing the speed that some of them are going at, even in the slow motion, you imagine what it's like seeing it in person and the way that you see it at first in the video. See them in the water. Oh wow. And they just disappear. No insect or other animal will disappear in the middle of the light, or you would still see them. They disappear. They look very ghostly looking when you see them in the light, but you can most definitely see them with it slowed down. There are a couple of times in the video where you see a bit of fluff come down. See them moving all around in the water and diving. You can see them. Bodies like little humans. There is no other way to describe it, and no creature makes splashes in the water like that but the Fae. I am telling you, they love the water. And it's right at that twilight of the time where the sunset is setting in and everywhere is becoming calm. And that is the Fae's favourite time to come out and play and to enjoy, because they still have a bit of the light, but it's also starting to get a little bit darker, so it's more private for them, which is why they'd like to be more active and like this, as you see, around this time. I would say around this time it's probably about 8:30, 8:45. So that was pretty awesome. I didn't actually get out of there until about 9:30 in the evening, not realizing, but it was still light, luckily. So you can see them moving across. Wow.
I see.
And the camera is following us. She's really vibrant on the wing colour. And she does come back. She's coming back. She goes across the water. There's a few of them, and that little bit there that's just like flying like there, that's a bit of fluff there that's coming near the tree bit. But all in the water, you can. There you go. She's coming back
Those
up.
little fishy. Oh no! There she's flying around.
She's one of the fire fairies. You can blatantly see she's a fire fairy by the way her wings and that, as she gives off the most beautiful, this fluorescent orangey red colour. She's beautiful. She is one of my favourites, along with Liara. Oh, Primrose, Leela. There's a few of them. They're absolutely beautiful. And no, they don't all look human. Some of them look slightly different, but they're all beautiful and unique in their own way because they are unique and different, not like anything else. Even with the Fae and the Pixies and the elves and, you know, them sort of Fae creatures, even though they would look more human like, you can most definitely tell that they're not by their features, the ears. the way that their characteristic is, that they do look slightly different to us as well, even though they do look like women or men, and they are very beautiful. But they have that look to them that is completely different. You would just know that they're not from this time. And they say that in humans that are actually the Fae and have come back in the human there near the wood bit going across. She goes in the water and then she comes up. You can see her walking. Then she leaves out the water. So with humans, like the ones that are Fae but came back as a human child and was swapped, or the Fae decided that they needed the human child, not the Fae child, because there maybe was something wrong with the Fae child, or their child was in danger at the time, so they didn't want to have that one specifically in their realm. There are many reasons to why they actually get rid of their Fae children. Um, they don't do it very often, but when they do, it's normally for a very good reason. So normally in humans, you'll have certain little traits and certain little things that you like and you don't like, and you'll have very much connections with nature and things like that. Normally, you can see them as well very easily if you've got a connection in that way. Very in contact with nature itself and can talk to different elements and stuff like that. Um, and they just have this glow about them. They have this glow and this sense of wisdom, but also this sense of innocence, like very cute, very kind souls. And they never really feel like they fit in anywhere in the human world because they don't. They're here just for specific reasons. You can see them all flying around, guys. Can you see them in the wooden bits? And walking and landing and walking. Oh, look at that one going in the water. Wow. There's two of them going in the water there. You can see them diving everywhere. Like I said, you got to have eyes in your front of your head and the back of your head, telling you need to be like really conscious of them because as you won't see it, you miss it because they're so quick. When you was watching this earlier, when I showed the video, you wasn't seeing half of this stuff. You was only seeing the bits that were going on in the water. You weren't really able to see what was going on in the background very much because it was quite quick. But with it slowed down, you can see just how many of them were there, and you can see that that is no butterfly, no bug or little insect. They are the Fae. Wow. Just hanging their legs there and they just dive. It's nuts. See him walking across the water. That's a bit of fluff coming down there, guys. But all over there, going towards the embankment, is the Fae. Yeah. And they're coming down. And the Fae's wings always have the tendency and the motion to go back and forth. They will flicker back and forth very, very quickly, or very, very subtle and slow if they're moving slower. But they flicker in a back and forth. And obviously, if they're facing towards the floor, then the wings will flicker up and down. You see, with the butterfly, a butterfly intends to just have short little spans, and you can see them. Same with the moths and stuff like that. The only time you really see their wings really flicker on a butterfly is when they're landing and when they're pollinating. These guys are taking no notice of the flowers or the trees or anything around them. They're more interested in the water. You can see them flying. That one was standing, and then you see him take off. Their legs look slightly different to ours because some of them do have slightly weird bent legs, very animal looking. Some of them don't. You know, you can see some of them are very human. You see the one over here. Look, oh my my God. Can you see her?
So weird.
She's just standing. That is what they call a stare. My fae call it a stare
You
move. It's
see
where
how
she's
they
really,
move
really
the
still and she just looks, and then
windows
you'll see that she's slightly
below.
moving. You can see the hair on her moving. Like, it's crazy. You can see her wing going behind the tree bit. You see them coming out of the water. They look very, very different. Like I said, some of them, yes, very human, straight-legged. You can tell. Some of them very human looking, but may have slightly weird bent-shaped legs because they have a animal factor about them as well. There are so many different types. It's really amazing. So cute. And the smaller ones and the ones that are a bit slower are the actual children, the little phase, the little ones, getting used to their surroundings and their areas and what they're supposed to be doing. Because, like any parent, the kiddos have to learn. You can see, oh my God, see them all in the back going into the water. Guys, I could never ever be bored of this sort of stuff. It doesn't matter how many times I see them, or see a spirit, or see a tree element, or anything. I never get bored of it. They never, ever, at any time in my life, do not amaze me. They always do. And to be able to just have that moment and that time with them, and that they trust me to be like this, is absolutely magical. And it's even more magical because I'm able to share it with you. But like I said in all of my videos, I'm not showing these videos for you guys to then go out and try looking for them and that. They're very secret creatures. They don't like to be disturbed unless they know you and or they approach you. So respect their home and respect them, just as we would expect people to respect us. It's no different for them. Oh my God, look at them going in the trees and in the water. Their legs, you can see their legs. They've got two legs. It is just truly amazing, guys. And it makes me very emotional because when I watch them, it takes me back to my childhood when I used to sit outside and sit near water and watch them like playing around on the water when they'd come to my windows and I'd let them in, and
Please,
I always loved and found
guys,
them fascinating then,
they're
and
gonna
I'm still the same now
fall
40 years later. So
off the
I could never get bored of these little
way.
people, these
But
beautiful
thank
creatures.
you so
They're very,
much
very real.
for that. That is amazing.
I'm just so privileged and so honoured to know that they want that relationship with me, and that it's so beautiful to have and to see. It's truly remarkable. All of our work and time and getting used to each other has most definitely paid off. And now I'm able to experience and let you guys experience what I've experienced for so many years. And you can physically see it. I have always been one of these girls that believes anything is possible till it can be disproven. Fairies cannot be disproven. Not in my opinion. And this video is legit. Just an innocent walk, connecting to my energies, which the Fae are one of them, doing a video, and there they are. If you build trust with them and you're respectful, you can have just as much a powerful and connected relationship as I do with my Fae folk, to the point that they will one day reveal to you that you are one of them and that you're in another form and that you had other purposes. Oh wow. Look at her. Did you see her come out there? So beautiful. She come out again yet? So shortly I will be taking this one off and then we will be going through some pictures, and it'll be very interesting to see what you guys see in the pictures and what you think. There is most definitely a lot of energies of different types of energy there. Fae, elementals, tree spirit, all sorts. So it'd be very interesting to see what you guys spot. And don't forget that don't be scared to leave me a comment or take snapshots or leave timestamps so that I can look at the areas that you've seen. Because some people can see things others don't. Even though I'm a very open person, I always miss a lot of stuff in my photos, unless I've gone over it about 4 or 5 times. So it's always really nice to have other people that have the abilities as well, because they may notice things that you might have lost or missed. So, and you see her flying there, guys. Oh, so amazing. Oh, she's so beautiful. Look at her.
Little flies, but the fish soon let go of them when they realise.
And I'm talking about how sometimes the fish catch the Fae and then obviously they let go of the Fae because the Fae give up a good old fight when a fish gets them in their mouth, you know. They're not an insect and they don't really like being drank. But sadly, the fish don't know that. You know, they're in the water and normally like the little bugs and stuff will land on the water and stuff, and the vibration of their wings makes a certain little ripple in the water, so the fish are able to tell there's something there and they just come up. With the Fae, they don't do that. They just dive in the water, so it's like in the water and underneath it, and then that's when the fish get hold of them because they think, oh, it's braved itself and dived into the water. But no, most of the insects that will just sit on the top. They'll land on it as gently as they possibly can, or just land on it, and that's it. Guys, it is truly amazing that I'm getting to share these moments with you, and that they are at that level now where they're happy to be shared. So that's that video. I hope that you did like that and that you've been able to relate to that. It's been absolutely amazing. I will be back. Willow here, welcome back. So here are some of the pictures from my woodland walk and going and visiting the Fae and the elementals and all of the other energies that I go to see. So I'm just going to bring the pictures up to you guys. I will leave them up a couple of seconds each so that you can have a look. Obviously, if you're going to be looking at them, maybe like enlarging the screen to have a look. But for those that are open and can see things anyway, you'll probably be able to see them quite well. So let's bring up those pictures and I will explain to you what they are as we're going along. So obviously this is the walkway where me and Sister Drew walked up. Absolutely beautiful. A lot more grown, a lot more bluebells and other things there now. It's most definitely become a lot more energized and grown since Sister Drew left. And we're just in the area where the little stream is, making our way up the little pathway to go towards where the Faefolk Woodland Gate is to the realm. So at the minute we're just looking at the field where the small fairy bridge is. All of the beautiful trees, all of the colours. I do love this time of year, and obviously like the autumn and stuff when all the colours are really, really vibrant. Just such a beautiful scenery to see. So now obviously we're coming to what you would call a kissing gate in England, which is where two pieces of the door come together and open and shut, and it's called a kissing gate because in the olden days apparently it would be where a couple would go and court, and when the woman wanted to come through the gate, she would have to give the partner a kiss to be able to cross through it. So we're going through the kissing gate, and then just over is where the beautiful little Fay Bridge is. So at the minute we're looking at the stream, and then we're just going towards the little Fay Bridge in the middle of the fields. This is where we're coming up to the area where me and Sister Drew were walking, and I went up to all of the trees and she wasn't sure if she could go in. As you can see, this area a lot more grown, so much more vibrant with the nature as well. It's just absolutely stunning, guys, and it's not even finished yet. Just coming to that time of the evening where the sun's starting to set, so above the sun's starting to calm down and go to rest, and everything just captivates that light that's still there. It's beautiful. As a lot of people know that, like, at some point I'm going to be moving away over to the USA area, and people are probably thinking, God, you're nuts, you're going to leave all that behind. Yeah, I am going to leave it all behind, but it's not being left behind because it's in me and it's my love. You can never take, as somebody said, I think it was Sister Drew said, you can never take England out of the girl that's from England. You can't. For me, it's more, you can't take the nature out of you can't take the English nature out of the girl, you know, and it's always going to be there. And I've got little things to remind me, and I will be coming back for visits, and I will most definitely be going to see my darlings, and we have those connections already anyway, so I will still be seeing them and have them around me even when I'm not living in this country anymore. But if I could pick all of this up and take this with me, I would do it, because I do truly love it. The same with my church. That is one of the Fey circles that's formed by a load of wood that's inside and also trees. Just another angle to it. These areas that you're seeing in these pictures, I will be doing another visit over there where I actually go in to these areas that you're seeing, and you'll be able to see a more closer and upped vision of where they live. You'll be able to see it a lot more nearer to you and closer to you. So you will love it. It's just so stunning, guys. It's my own little wonderland, my own little secret place. And like I explained in one of my other videos, a lot of the people around here are not open to this sort of stuff, so they don't really take notice of it. So it is like my own little sanctuary. It's magical. When they walk around just walking their dogs and just doing normal everythings, I'm having the most magical time. It's absolutely beautiful, and it's nuts because a lot of them have kids and they all believe in that thing, and they all, you know, they probably watch films. It does make you wonder, but they're just not open how they need to be. They've forgotten their connections to nature and their connections to other things they have. And it's sad because Mother Earth and Mother Nature and all that they produce and have within those woods and areas are absolutely stunning and remarkable. Just look at it. Who would not love just being in the middle of this? You can see why I love it so much. It's so calming and so relaxing, so healing. You can feel that energy in you. You can feel Mother Earth and Mother Nature talking to you. You can feel all the elementals and the other energies around you and communicating, your ancestors. It's just so surreal, but it's real. You know, and I do like taking photos. I love taking pictures. And I take pretty well, I think. I think if I had a normal camera, I'd be a pretty good photographer. And I have got some ideas for my future. I've got some very beautiful little green dresses and stuff like that, and I could put a bit of ivy and stuff around me and get myself. I've got a beautiful crown, but I've seen a very beautiful fairy crown that I really want to get, and an elven crown as well. Absolutely stunning. Make myself some wings and do a fairy photo shoot in the middle of Fae folk woodland, under all the trees and stuff and near the water. Imagine how amazing that would be. Me dressed up as a fairy and do some little fairy dancing and have a bit of music going. Oh, I think you guys would love that. I know I would. It's really going to bring out that little fairy and pixie energy that's in me. Just such a beautiful place. If I could just shrink, grow my wings, and be able to fly around all that, I'd be so happy. It's so beautiful. But all I can do is admire it from the ground and through what I see. But when you're in that place, it doesn't matter that you don't have wings because you feel like you're there with them, that you're there and that you are one of them. And it's like you are among a forest of giants. Okay, so you are like a little fairy because all the trees overtower you and you can hang from the trees and all sorts. So you are walking in the trees, really, if you think about it. It's just truly amazing. I've got some very ancient and very masterful tree energies in here as well. Very, very, very ancient trees and very ancient spirits. Just truly beautiful. And I just want to share all of that with you, not just the Fae, but all of them, and how I connect and how I meditate when I'm out there, and have days where I talk to you and tell you what I feel, and if there's any messages or anything they want to give, like just show you everything about Willow's magical life. It's not all going to evolve in chasing Fae and everything all the time, obviously, but they are a big part of my life, just as my dragons are, and they are very much going to be in the point in this. I even communicate and talk with my energies of my dragons in nature as well, because they're very much connected to that too. And the energies of dragons that I work with are nature formed. They are elemental dragons. Okay, so I work a lot with all of my energy, and a lot of my energies are associated with nature. But obviously, some of the other dragons I work with, even though all are affiliated with nature, they all have different jobs and different things they have to do. So they would not be classed as elemental. Oh, look at that picture. It is just like my own little heaven. This would be what my heaven looks like. Full of trees and flowers and wildflowers and different little creatures and all of my pets and my loved ones and my friends and people, I'd have all of it. No big house and a car and this and that. Nature. And a little tiny cottage just surrounded by beauty and energy. sorry guys, I'm going into my little wonderland. These guys just really bring that out in me. All of my nature energies do. The fae, my dragons, the ones that are elemental, you know, my tree spirits, my flower spirits, all of them. They're just Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Sister Moon, Brother Sun, the gods and goddesses I worship and love that are to do with nature. You know, I can see why each and every one of them have dedicated themselves to places like this. And I really can't wait to go to Scotland, because I know Scotland is going to be absolutely breathtaking. I've already seen some of the videos that Sister Drew's been putting up, and oh, Scotland has always called me. Most definitely Celtic in England as well anyway, so we are Celtic, but have a very strong connection with the Celtic people that are like in Ireland, Wales, Scotland. Always had a big connection. And I do, from what my late grandmother that I had that was living, she said that we did have Irish people back in our family way back, which might explain why my brother got red hair and she had red hair. It's definitely there. It's just so beautiful. I know that it must be lovely for people that are normal and walk around and look at this, but you just imagine if they could see it the way that we see it. I don't think they'd ever want to leave it. And as I was explaining earlier, when I'm like in communication with the energies and with the fae and things, when I'm in the woods, if I do certain things, there's certain sorts of breeze that they give off that gives me little signs of different ways that they're talking to me, and then I can normally hear them as well. So, but at first I'd normally get some sort of like a breeze or something, so a very soft breeze would just be letting them know that they're around me. A bit of a firmer breeze is them warning me not to do something, like they did on that bridge thing. Then you get the really strong wind where they're like saying it's time to go, like you got to be safe and things like that. Then you've got like the whirlwingy sort of winds, like, which I've come to learn from my energies, not saying that it'll be the same for you, but from my energies, when that happens, it's wisdom and it's things that they're wanting to talk to me about. So I've learned to be able to tell what different speeds of wind and different altitudes of wind is in language from them. And then obviously, like I say, I physically hear them as well. They'll tell me like, Willow, it's getting dark, you need to leave. As much as we love you, you know. And I respect that, because they know that place better than I do, even though I know it really well and I've been there for a long time. I don't stand out at night in it, so I don't know what lurks in there. I know I've got an idea because of what I am and the things that I do, and some of those energies you don't want to come across at night, and they would know. They live there and they know those realms. So I always listen to any of my energies. That looks a bit misty there. Can you see that, guys? Earlier in one of the videos when I was watching it, when we was doing the premiere and I was looking, you could actually see what looked like at the end on the last video. It looked like there was a green mist and it was like some form of some guy standing there. It was really weird. I don't know if it's one of my tree gods. It's just so beautiful, and they are in these pictures everywhere, guys. As I said to you before, you've got to have the knack to be able to see where though. And there's always going to be those people out there that go, oh, that's not real, and no, that's this. You know what you see, you know what you experience. Doesn't matter what other people think. That's just my opinion. I don't need anybody to turn around and tell me what they think it is, because I see this with my own eyes. So, and I'm not crazy or nuts. I'm just me. And I'm not somebody that likes to edit videos and all that stuff. I'm not very good. I'm not very tech savvy. I wouldn't even dream of doing it anyway, because why? You know, everything that I film, record is all legit. How you see it is how it was got. The only difference is it's just been put onto a video so that I can put it onto my Facebook, onto my YouTube, my Facebooks and things like that. So, and I do this, which is just slow down the sound and the speed so you can see it in slow motion. That's the only things that I do. And add some pictures and voice bits towards the ends after the pictures and stuff are done, or through it. I believe in being real, being true, and just being you. There's no reason to be misleading in any of this sort of stuff. It's out there, it's real. It's learning to appreciate it. Once you learn to appreciate it and believe in it, that's when your eyes open to everything. If you're going to go through life questioning everything that you see or not believing in everything that you've just seen, you'll never see it. You have to have that belief. It's there, you know. And it's like that for any of the energies that we work with, spirit as well. If the belief's not there, then you will not see what you're supposed to. It's truly amazing, guys. So much energy. A couple of the pictures are a bit blurry. So pretty. A couple of them are slightly blurred, but that happens a lot when you're around the Fae and the elementals and that. Can't always get a good focus. Doesn't mean anything. It's just one of those things. It's the energy. And there's the little water that I was on the little bridge, which they warned me about getting off. That when that was seen last, it was in one of the videos when Sister Drew was down there and there was water over it. And my angels in that woods is very protective of me. So they were like, Willow, you need to come off. Can you see them all here? Look, see them everywhere. All up here and some in the trees. Ah, look at her. Oh, she's beautiful. Very, very old. And there with Sister Moon. All of the beautiful bluebells. All of the beautiful ivy and the little white flowers. Can't always get perfect views, guys. Sometimes the camera does play up a bit. Sometimes they're not supposed to be perfect because you see more in it then. Oh, look. I do love this place, guys. Just an ocean of trees and flowers. Wild flowers. Just so beautiful. And then you can see the lights starting to drop slightly, because Brother Sun is getting ready to say goodnight. And I do have these pictures anyway, guys, so if any of you do want to see them up close, I can send them in the Sister Clan. They'll be up on my Facebook under my Willow's Magical Adventures Facebook page, and you can come and look at them on here. Sometimes it is best to zoom in on some of them so you can see things, but because, as you know, the Fae are very small, so in branches and trees like that, it is better to zoom in, unless they're like up really close or they're doing a certain thing that you can see them, or you have the knack of knowing where they are. One of their favourite areas, and this is another one of their favourite areas. They love these areas. One of the fairy dens or fairy morts on another angle. I like to call this fairy meadow. Another one of the very special trees. You just know that these are places of where the Fae come in and out, where the elementals and stuff come in and out. How could it not be? You can see many archways and doorways and everything in the trees if you look. But the main heart is the one that I showed you, which is the Fae horn. They call it the Fae horn in my woodland. And it's got the three most beautifulest holes, and then it's got bigger holes and some on the side as well. She's truly stunning. There is a few pictures I've just showed you on here of her. And they will have several of those portals in the woodland, because not all of the Fae are going to be able to get to one area. If there's things going on or things that they're trying to fight and get, you've got to remember what we go through in life here, they do in their realms as well. They have to protect things and do whatever. So there are several, as well as having their little doorways, which are the holes in the trees. You can put fairy doors down. Fairy doors are another way for them coming in and out. Just gives them that access easier and quicker, and it's safer because they're not as high up, and so they've got more chance of not being seen by anything and getting away quicker. It's just so beautiful. My little haven, and I love sharing it with you guys. And it's only the most specialist of people that will ever get to see this. And that's you guys. And Sister Drew physically got to walk round her and to meet them all. And I know that they're hoping she's going to come back. they could see how happy I was and how connected me and Sister Drew are. And that's very, very special and very important to them. They have been waiting for Sister Drew for a long time. Just as they have me, even though I've always been open. It took me a while to accept who I was, even though I would do it. But I've been doing this for years now, so it was the best thing ever. And I'm glad that they never ever gave up on me and never let me lose my abilities or anything, because I wouldn't want to be any other way. I'm not saying that at times it's not testing, but it's truly remarkable, guys. And especially when you can be and see other energy, other things, and be part of that. And have a place in their realm. There's nothing more better than that. The education, the wisdom, everything. So we are coming to the end of the photos, guys. So I hope that you have enjoyed this video, and make sure that you do leave a comment, or you can timestamp, or you can screenshot if you see anything in the pictures and stuff or in the videos. I hope that you really enjoyed the videos as well. To anybody that is going to be watching this back and looking at this after the premiere, I hope that you do enjoy it, and just know that all of my evidence and all of the things in these videos and pictures are real. They have not been tampered with. They have not been made up. They are legit. So I am now going to let you guys go, and I give you all my love, light and blessings, and I hope that you have a pleasant and beautiful evening or day, and I will see you all very, very soon. So from Willow and Merry Parting, and don't forget to keep tuning in to Willow's Magical Adventures to see more magical things that I get up to. Blessed be all, and be safe, and thank you for watching. Blessed be my magical enchanted angels. See you all very, very soon. Merry Parting. Merry meet, everyone. Willow here. I would like to thank you for watching my new series. I hope that you are enjoying the adventures, whether they are inside or they are outside. I hope that you tune in for the next episode to see what other adventures I have to take you on. I hope that you have enjoyed the show, and thank you for watching. Merry Parting, and blessed be.